couldn't stop because I want to be one of the person that never stop on the race.
Oh!
Yeah, so I run the full race. I never
You
stop.
ran the full race,
Full race. Never stop. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I could not stop to talk to Emo.
Ah, but
Yeah.
you have a little time to talk to us now because you know we like.
Oh yes.
So talk to us. Tell us how you're feeling now. Having completed a 5K run and you hadn't stopped once. Talk to us.
Well, I'm feeling good because that is my type of thing. You understand? I'm a person who is exercise enthusiast and I like that thing. Exercising and those things, I love that. But I even love it more because I am a nurse at the psychiatric unit. And I have been a psychiatric unit staff for years. So one of the institution that 2 days run is for mental health.
Right.
And you know I'm strong on mental health. So I feel even more I'm happy that I was able to do it to represent my institution, which is the psychiatric unit.
For sure.
So I'm just happy today that I was able to do the entire run. The entire run, non-stop at all. You understand? So I'm just happy for that.
And you want to encourage persons.
I wish we can do it again, but I always encourage people, I just make videos when I'm on my walks and my runs. I just make videos and post it, on Facebook and so people can be encouraged, because in this time we're living in, we really have to take care of our health. You understand? Because the type of foods that we eat in, the atmosphere, everything is contaminated some way, somehow. So one of the most important things is for you to be able to exercise, because when you exercise, you're getting rid of all the toxins that's in your body. That is one way of adding some years and quality years to your health. So we're just encouraging people to continue to do it as small as you can do. If you cannot run the entire race like me, walk, run, do what you can. But at the end of the day, take care of your health, and particularly mental health. You see, I need to make that point here. I need to stress on that point. Okay. A lot of us think that taking care of our stomach and our legs and everything else is what really matters. But let me tell you, you see your mental health, when your mental health go bad, everything else in your body go bad, because your brain is the mastermind of your body. Your brain is what tells your body to do everything. So if your brain not functioning, every other part of you is going to malfunction. So you see that brain we have there, we must take care of it.
Amazing. And that was a very thoughtful contribution from Mr. Observer. Now we've got Emo herself on the bayfront with our runners. We've got Mr. Kalai John Baptist doing his cool down. Mr. John Baptist, how you feel about that 5K? First of all, we just passed you at my boys and look, you already on the bayfront. You're a fit guy.
I don't want to say I'm fit, but I'm a natural athlete. I used to run before I did that. Was on the national team reserve for a little while.
Right,
so I'm actually a long distance runner. I ran at grammar school, have a few records there. So I have been running for quite a while, and I really love that.
Of course.
And given the issue, mental health, I can identify with it because it is right in my doorstep. So I thought, well, this is something that I need to take part in. I did that in 36 minutes. From the airport to here, 36 minutes. At the age of 53.
At the age of what?
53.
Wow. In 36 minutes. 53.
Yes. And I did that in 36 minutes.
A 5K run. That is phenomenal, Mr.
And I mean, I'm not fit. I just do my normal walking every day, Monday to Fridays.
Monday to Friday.
Yes.
So you would encourage persons to do a little form of exercise, even if it's nothing big.
It is essential.
You don't have to be extra fit. You just do what you have to do.
It is very, very essential.
Amazing.
And I fooled myself. I said, well, I'm going to run from over there to the port. But as I keep going,
kept feeling better and better, and you felt like you could do it.
Because this is me. Long distance is me. I enjoy that.
Of course.
This is fun.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for that contribution, Mr. John Baptist. All right. And as well, we've got some other persons, including Mr. Samuel Bellot, who is one of the fitness enthusiasts on island and a very avid fitness enthusiast, I might add. He's also one of the trainers at Jolly's Gym. Mr. Bellot, can you share any insights with us on this 5K run? We know that you're one of the fittest people probably on island, so you want to share anything with us?
Okay.
Or it's also known as Mr. Core.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm also Samuel Bellot, Mr. Core, Find a Mirror. I just like to push the support and the culture of trying. Once you try my book, whether walk, whether run, whether you do it on weekend, whether it's in a group, whether you do it in a setting of this event, it doesn't matter to me. Once you keep active in whatever way you feel comfortable, whether it's gardening, whether it's doing yoga, whether it's going to a gym environment, I just like to see that interest. Okay?
Of course. The interest in fitness is important. And any words on the cause itself, the mental health awareness? We know Jolly's is really doing it big with these initiatives.
Well, you must understand that is a computer to the brain or the vehicle. So you always have to have a strong, determined mind to try anything. And by trying it, you see how your effort overcome your excuse.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bells. All right.
No problem.
And we're going to get some of the runners. We've got some of them already cooling down. We've got the men, the women, young and old. Everybody is here today at Jamie Charles Boulevard on the Bayfront. And it's so amazing to see persons come together to support a worthy cause like this. Wouldn't you agree, Emu?
That's right. We are happy that Jolly's took on this initiative, and as you know, mental illness is a serious concern all over the world. And we just had a few runners coming in. It's a 5K run all the way from Kenfield, roundabout airport, by the airport.
Yes, by the airport, all the way to the Bayfront. And approaching us now is Mr. Carlton Lando. Mr. Lando, can you share some more words with us? We know you had a very inspiring message earlier for the runners while we were under the cliff, but could you share a little more insight as to Jolly's and their initiatives to support mental health?
Definitely. As people know, our mantra, our tagline is leading the way in healthcare, and we don't see ourselves merely as just a pharmacy, but we see ourselves as an advocate for everything to do with health and wellness. And this is our second annual 5K National Wellness Run. It is a run that we want to do, and we are doing every year. Because of COVID, we did not do 2020 and 2021. But when 2022 came, we said, come what may, we're going to do that. And so today we are running for mental health awareness, mental health advocacy, to fight against stigma and discrimination against people and all people who are suffering with mental health disorder one way or the other. And as I've always said, every one of us as adults will experience a mental health disorder within our lifetime. It doesn't take much. Let's just think of it. You're right here, and whilst you hear your phone rings and someone calls to tell you that your house is on fire, I can guarantee you, you will not be the same emotionally and mentally. And so in a twinkle of an eye, your mental health can be compromised and you can fall into a major depression, to the point you can even feel suicidal because you've lost everything. So mental health basically is general health. If you do not have mental health, you have no health. Every health begins with mental health. And what we want to say is that you cannot scorn the man that seems to be mentally ill when you don't even know your own fate. Because in a twinkle of an eye, your fate can be his. And so we want to really raise that awareness that there is no health without mental health. We must mind our mind. And when we pay attention to our mind and we recognize that we need to have mental health evaluations. We all go to the doctor annually to check our leg, our heart, our blood. But how many of us ever thought of going to see a psychiatrist? And it doesn't mean that you're crazy. It just means that you are well enough, you are conscious enough it means that you're smart. That's it. So you recognize that, but wait a minute, I never check my brain and see if it's operating well and how it's affecting my emotions. So just going to see the psychiatrist is already fighting against that stigma, because you are saying that I don't have to be quote unquote mad for me to see a psychiatrist. So we encourage people to have a mental health evaluation, at least every 2 years, every 3 years, depending on the situation that you might be going through. You might be building a house, you might be studying, and the challenges might be really, really tough. And you may just need to have that evaluation. And that evaluation does not mean that you're going to be placed on medication. A lot of times people think of, boy, what if I'm on a medication? What if somebody sees me on this drug and they might think that I am mad or I'm crazy? But we have to start re-educating ourselves to understand how mental illness is developed. And if we do so in a more objective, in a more conscientious and educated manner, many of us, the misconceptions that we have about mental health will be totally dispelled. So today, all of us have run, and I can tell you, there are tons of people at the back that we've left, and they too can tell you that they are in this weather. And that's what I like about it, the resilience, that irrespective of the weather, people came out and people recognized, but you know what? It's really showing my energy, my effort, and my zeal to fight against mental health discrimination. Mr. Wicks,
thank you so much.
I know Mr. Wicks has had experience with it, and I think I would love Mr. Wicks to basically share his experience for those who are listening, and to tell us maybe what it meant today running for the cause, what it meant to him.
Thank you so much.
I hope you can get my eyes. Don't put that on the end. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to those who are listening. It's a wonderful day. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within it. Bless His holy name. Well, the run was a lovely run. Really, it's just a little tuning up for me. I'm a customer of running. I believe in being physically fit as well as mentally fit. In fact, one of the main reasons for that run today, organized by Johnny's Pharmacy and the other sponsors, is really to bring an awareness, an acute awareness of mental illness, which of course is a scourge in the society. What I have experienced myself, bearing in mind my mom had been mentally ill for about 65 years. In fact, I was expelled from a womb while she was already mentally ill. And as a result of which, many times she was institutionalized at the mental hospital. Now we say the AP unit, but it was called the mental hospital of Kaifu. And that was located at the state's prison on the western wing. The mentally ill people were housed. In fact, the mentally ill is a lovely name now, if you like. Paradoxically speaking, it was deemed as Ufu, Kaifu, or a crazy woman or a crazy man, Ifu, and we were heavily marginalized. And up to now in the society today, people who are mentally ill are marginalized. By virtue of the experience that I've had with my mom, in my view, it's like any other disease. So, for example, you have the non-communicable diseases, diabetes. It's mental illness, and which can be managed. And my mom had to be managed for a very long time, having been institutionalized and being at the outpatient. But what I want to say to us as Dominicans, we must be very, very careful, because in life you really do not know where you're ending. Thank God for some faculty now. We're in top shape, our minds are in order. But we have to arrive at that place to bear respect to each and everyone, notwithstanding their status in life, whether they are sick, whether they're rich, or whether they're poor. But I witness heavy marginalization and by people, people beat mom, people throw stones. We too indirectly and directly were affected. So that to see child abuse, we were also affected by that, because when we have gone to school, all you'll be hearing is his mother is mad or crazy, look at crazy children and so forth. So we grew up with that, but I thank God that he brought deliverance to my mother. I thank God he's also brought deliverance to us, the children, because we were basically left on our own. In all of the abuse, so we too were abused physically, mentally, psychologically, sexually, or otherwise, as children. But what is good about it is that we saw deliverance, where the hand of God was there from the outset. And so, as a senior police officer, it also helps me in my work as to how to deal with the mentally ill, because they're on the streets, whether it's psychotic problem, whether it's domestic, as it were. But then the core, what I would like to see in this awareness is that the mental health people, the professionals, would work together with the police department and would either have workshop or seminar or some kind of training, because generally police officers, especially general police officers, whereby they've got to attend to the people who are mentally ill. Some of them can be very violent, some are mild, but there are those who are very violent and violent enough to cause a serious harm, if not a murder, a homicide. And as a result of which, we have to learn to deal with this issue in terms of those who are mentally ill. So I believe the mental health professional and the medical professional could collaborate with Ministry of Health and National Security and the police department to have a training for the police and other people who are dealing with them on the streets, and we have to go to the homes, you see, because yes, the doctor and the consultants are at the hospital, the nurses, mental health care nurses are at the hospital, the orderlies are at the hospital, but it's the police who must go. Now, what we've also observed with the mental illness issue is that when the police intervene, and I'm not generally talking about the police, in fact I'm not the public relations officer of the police force, I'm just a citizen participating, and I am running for my mother, I'm running for those who are mentally ill. That gives me the passion. So it's not, I'm really mentioning the police department because I'm a police officer and I'm interlinking the police force and what we are doing today. And I believe that we can have that training. So to bring more awareness, I hope next year and other times when they're doing that, we'll see a lot more police officers participating in the run. And then also, as I said, the training, workshop or seminar, what kind of training that can be involved, so that we understand the psychological issues, the violent issue, what causes mental illness, how it comes about, and in what way. Because yes, we have the Mental Health Act that is being applied by the police department. Most times they go to we take them to the APU, but sometimes they have to be dealt with by the law and taken to the magistrate's court. When they're taken to the magistrate's court, they don't go through a plea, because at the time they may have committed the offense, they may not have what we call the mens rea, that the intention.
Right,
and
because
hence
of the
they must
mental
go to the hospital. They are sent to the hospital by the magistrate so that they're treated, that they're managed, and then they get back. And then we expect a report from the consultant who would say that the person is fit to plead. In the circumstances, sometimes, you find the victim may say they do not want to go to court again.
Right.
And there's this concept of the restorative justice. So that's why we have to get the families on board. And families are neglecting, many families are neglecting the mentally ill.
Right.
Because they need love.
Exactly.
Because when the police come to help them, they back off.
Right.
They back off, and then they say, well, okay, excuse me, could you kindly come with us to the hospital? And they don't come. We do not have the information or the antecedents about the people who are mentally ill, so they must participate.
They must
play their part.
and play their part.
They play their part.
And this 5K run is one of the ways that persons can play their part in raising awareness for mental health.
In this, because so many families, so many people are mentally ill, we should see a lot more families who are there. So they leave it to other secondary agencies, hoping to bring an immediate remedy.
Okay.
But that cannot be obtained all the time. The family must play the part, the primary agency.
So more families for next year's 5K run.
For next year. And of course, we'll see more police officers coming to run.
And more police officers, more implementation
even
of
government
mental
officials, health officials,
for sure.
Nurses, doctors.
I know we've got a few people from Discover Dominic Authority around, but more persons can
and
come
participate. Because as I said, today we have song faculty, song 9.
Tomorrow might be another
we do not
story.
know where we are.
Yes.
You can get a go well and you get mad.
Wait, Papa.
You can get a go well and you get mentally ill.
And on that note, Mr. Wicks, we have to leave
you heard me? You heard me?
You
so
got it here.
I ran for my mother.
You ran for your mother.
I ran for my mom, and thank God she's well. By the grace of God, God got deliverance.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Wicks. Mr. Wicks shared a very insightful message with us. He gave a little bit of his personal history. And he knows that when you have a go well, you could be mentally ill. So never take for granted the mental health that you have today. Now, we have another person to speak with us today. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Orin Jolly.
That's right, Mr. Jolly. How are you today?
I'm doing well, doing well.
All right. And kudos to you on this initiative. We know that Jolly's is really doing a lot for raising awareness, not just for mental health, but not just illnesses and diseases, but so many other things that are a part of our functioning in society. So, Mr. Jolly, can you share with us a little bit of insight as to Jolly's and their 5K run for the cause Mind Your Mind initiative?
Well, what we care about the most is health and wellness. And so anything that promotes health or wellness, we're interested in doing. So the idea came about a couple of years ago. Carlton had the idea to do a 5K run for a cause and to get people behind it. All the proceeds for this run go to a donation to a facility, and we choose a different facility every time. So this year it will be a facility for related to psychiatric care or so, right? So anything that deals with health and wellness, we want to participate in.
For sure.
And we keep looking for new ideas, and if your viewers have ideas and they want to send it to us via social media or email or call us, we'll participate. That's why we have this 5K run, that's why we run our gym, and that we do CrossFit, we do lots of other events that promote health.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Jolly.
Thank you.
And we know Jolly's is always doing their best to promote mental health. They're also doing anything to promote health and wellness. And the runners are so happy this afternoon. So many of them have made it. They're gathered under the cruise ship berth here at the bayfront. And so many of them are looking very excited. We've got employees of Jolly's, we've got persons in government, we've got persons in so many different positions, and they are looking very well, a little tired, but very well. You can see they're boosting with energy and radiance, and it's so exciting that persons could be here today to be a part of this initiative.
Davis, you want to say something on behalf of your bank?
Right.
Hi.
And we've got another speaker with us today. He's enjoying a little refreshment. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers one time?
Oh, I'm Davis David. Davis David, yeah.
Let's go on the side. So that's Mr. Davis David.
Yes.
All right. And can you share a little insight as to why you chose to run today? Oh.
Well, I usually run, but my bank, Republic Bank, we partnered with that great initiative. We're always ready to partner with such great initiatives where we can play our part. So I would have come either way, but since my bank was partnering, I mean, it was sort of automatic.
All right, so Republic Bank is on board with the initiatives, and it's amazing to see persons again. You would have come from a whole week of work, hard work. Who would have thought that, you know, a 5K run would be on a Saturday and you would have to participate? But yet still here you are, doing what you need to do to raise awareness for a worthy cause.
Definitely.
And does mental health mean anything to you?
Mental health? Mm-hmm. Yeah, mental health means a lot to me. We as I said, it's one of the things that we have to support. We have to play our part, whether it's through these initiatives or whether through financial support. We know what it is when people suffer from these things. We have to try to help in whatever way we can, and it's our corporate responsibility to play our part in whatever way we can for the most vulnerable or whoever is in need. So it means a lot to us in terms of assisting in whatever support that we provide.
Amazing.
And even the run, I mean, even we support it financially, but even participating our sweats, it's also important.
Yes.
Showing that we don't just want to support financially, but we want to play our part, we want to be seen, we want to be visible.
You want to be part of the grassroots movement as well.
Definitely.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So, like Mr. David said, it's not just about being a part of it financially and donating or sponsoring. It's important to also sweat for the cause. Be a part of the cause. Take part in the grassroots initiative for the cause.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks, my amazing Gabriel. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Live on Emonews.
Hi. Am I live?
Yes.
My name is Victor. So do I watch in the camera or do I watch you in your eyes?
They're watching you too.
So they watching me or I watching you?
All of the above.
Oh, okay.
How important is this work to you?
How important it is? I think it's a fantastic initiative to stimulate a healthy culture within the island. As a foreigner, this is something that we are accustomed doing, and since I've been here, this is the first time that I've heard about it and I've actively participated. Actually, Davis and I, we exercise on a Saturday morning, so this is nothing foreign to us. I think the weather affected the amount of participants, but I think for those of us who did, it being overcast was fantastic. Most people completed the walk incident-free and without injury.
Thank you so much for sticking with us.
Sure.
Right. So there you have it, a few of the participants of this 5K walk here in Roseau. The walk started at the roundabout down at Tenfield. And we also have some members of Discover Dominica. Hi, Kerwin and company. How are you all?
We're good, we're good.
Did Discover Dominica partner with Jollies for this event today?
We took part in it. A few staff, we took part, about the 4 of us. Yeah.
So you competed as a group?
Well, we say participated as a group, yes.
Because no winners, everybody's a winner for this
Correct.
run for the cause.
I know, Kerwin, we have a few. I know you're from Portsmouth, and we have a few mentally challenged persons in Portsmouth. What would you like to say about the entire mental health issue here in Dominica?
I mean, mental health is a big thing, and I think that we need to start understanding from where it starts to what people are going through, and understanding that we are all supposed to be there for each other, because it's a serious thing. So we look at people from young and we might see them acting funny or certain things. We bully them about their certain behavior and certain things, and we never know what exactly they're going through and where they can lead to at the end of the day. So we just need to start being aware of certain things.
Thank you so much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
What is one thing you would say to the folks who stigmatize against persons with mental health?
I would say to them that they need to take a step back, because you never know what could happen to you. I did this work because of my dad who has Alzheimer's. So my participation is in honor of my dad and my other family members. And you never know what life may bring you, and certain situations may affect you in different ways, and you don't know how you may react, or whether you may have the mental capacity to be strong at that moment. So I think that is something that we all need to bear in mind.
Thank you so much for speaking with Emonews. So you are here in the presence of all the participants here who are part of this 5K walk organized by Jolly's Pharmacy.
Right. And with us, we also have a special young lady. Why is she so special? Because she is wearing a full face of makeup purchased from Jolly's Pharmacy. And as you can tell, her makeup is still intact. So can you tell us exactly which brands that you would have purchased?
I purchased the new Juvia place, and trust me, it's the bomb. I would recommend it to anybody who wants to use that makeup. Plus I have on the Fit Me foundation and Sasha powder, trust me. So I'd advise anybody to choose that makeup.
Okay,
and again, at Jolly's Pharmacy. If you want to get a makeup, you can check Jolly's Pharmacy.
So check out Jolly's Pharmacy for your makeup. So you've got the Fit Me foundation, you've got the Sasha powder, and the Juvia's place. Wow, that is amazing. And your makeup is still intact.
It's still intact, and yes, rain was falling.
And rain was falling. You were sweating.
Yes.
Wow, that is fantastic. And we know that Jolly's again is doing it big. So they're trying their best to promote so many amazing products and items. And we can also see that you've got your vitamin C in hand. Purchased also from Jolly's, I assume? Jolly's Pharmacy. So here we have it. Jolly's is promoting mental health, they're promoting beauty, they're promoting wellness. Okay. Okay, and we've got this lovely young lady with us. She came first in the race this afternoon. Can you share with us how you felt about running today?
I felt okay. It was a really fun race for me, because I have to compete tomorrow in the stadium. So it was really nice.
You're competing tomorrow in the stadium?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you.
So it was a nice little warm up for you.
Yeah.
Great. And the weather didn't deter you in any way?
No, it was even better running.
It was even better.
The sun will be really hot, so I don't really.
Do you have any ideas to the timeline you completed the race?
I don't know.
Okay. But you know that you got here in a reasonable amount of time before anybody else got there.
Yeah.
And that's good, good. And as a young person, do you have any views on mental health awareness? You know, given that it's for the cause? Nothing really to say? Just support mental health? Alright. So she's a little shy, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alright.
So koala number 2.
And number 2, the second place, who ran from Canefield to Roseau. Can you share with us your thoughts on today's run?
Apparently I expected to see more young people participating, and I just hope that it will continue every year and not just this year only.
Do you have any idea how fast you ran this race?
Yesterday I took a dry run. I did it in about 27 minutes.
How important is this race to you?
Not that important because I basically keep fit.
But in terms of mental health, the cause?
Yes, it also helps with your mental health. Exercising daily helps with your mental health and fitness.
Alright.
What would you say to the many folks out there who keep on stigmatizing against folks who are mentally ill?
Well, apparently they do not know how mental illness can affect anybody. Yeah. It doesn't take much for you to lose focus and get mentally ill. Because I know a lot of people who live in their normal lives and after a while some things affect them and they get mentally ill.
Very true. Simple things, but big impacts on one's mental health. Thank you so much and congratulations on placing second too.
Thank you.
Alright.
We also have the third place winner here, and you're happy to feature him here on Emonews. Tell us your name.
My name is Malachi White and I'm a national athlete.
Alright, so we've got Mr. Malachi Watt, a national athlete. White, pardon me. Mr. Malachi White, he's a national athlete here in Dominica. Can you share with us your thoughts on today's race?
Well, today's race, because I'm competing tomorrow at the same at 9, I just came to like loosen up my body and so on, so that I know that if I can go into the race and do my best, I just so shake out any injury and so on.
So that was an easy race for you?
I wanted to do more, but I didn't want to risk it because on the way coming I was cramping and so on, so I didn't want to risk it because I'm a sprinter.
We want to congratulate you and to wish you all the best.
Thank you. Same to you.
Yes. And again, kudos to Malachi and Kala in their competition tomorrow at the stadium. We've also got a nice little walk down session.
Chest up. Chest up. Chest up.
We have the big awards from Charlie Pharmacy. The 5K run right here at the Bayfront, the Mutineers Bayfront, for a cause, mental illness. We're happy to feature Jolly's Pharmacy right here on Emonews. We're happy that you're able to join us as well. I think they've signaled the end of the function here this afternoon. Folks are just sweating it out and winding down.
You got your vitamin C to see you up?
Vitamin C being distributed by Jolly's Pharmacy.
Everybody come hear me? We really want to thank you so much for participating in our second. I'm hearing you, call. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you still.
I think Carlton is going to be doing the vote of thanks for this activity.
Ready? Can you hear me? What's that? I'll see if I can use my voice now. Huh? No. All right. So, as we said, yeah. So we have concluded the run. It was a 5K run, and we were running not because we wanted to run or because some of us like running, but we were running for a cause, and we were running basically, as we said, to sensitize the people, the public, on the importance of mental health. We've said already that there is no health without mental health, and we've also said that all health begins with mental health. And so today we have run to support two mental health, or two agencies that support mental health disorders, and that is the Acute Psychiatric Unit of the Dominica China Friendship Hospital and the Dominica Dementia Foundation. And these two agencies, they support some sort of mental health disorder. And the monies that were raised from the corporate friends and sponsors will go towards these two agencies. So each of them will receive $2,000. Each will receive $2,000, compliments the run. We really want to thank the many donors. As you would expect, the run would have its own expenses. We have to pay for the shirts and the printing and the music and everything else. So we will be making a donation to each of these agencies of a check of $2,000. Yes.
Well
So
done,
we have
Jolly.
Mr. Malon from the Dominica Dementia Foundation. I don't know if you want to say something.
Well, hi guys. Well, my name is Malon George, immediate past president of the Dominica Dementia Foundation. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I mean, mental health is something that is very important to us in Dominica, and it's an increasing concern around the world as we, well, go through the pandemic and all of that. And I just want to say thank you to everyone again, and thank you to Jollies for organizing this event and, well, lending us the support that we need to move forward with all the stuff that we have to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So as you heard Mr. Lando, each of these organizations or institutions will be getting $2,000 each. And then the Dominica Dementia Foundation. So big up to Jollies and big up to all the donors and the participants here. Big up to everyone who is contributing and donating towards this.
And we hope to see many more persons next year. We know that every year is a different cause, so we're looking forward to seeing more initiatives from Jollies. Remember, Mr. Lando said you can reach out to Jollies if you want to give an idea as to whatever cause that you might want them to run for, walk for, whatever initiative or cause you want them to support. Reach out to Jollies, share your ideas, think Jollies.
Definitely. So we will be, I mean, people are so excited about this run that they're already talking maybe we should do it twice a year. We will consider, we always consider what the people, are asking for. But we know that our next run will be for kidney failure. So we'll be running for dialysis support and for education on how we can protect ourselves. So I was saying that we will be making a donation of $2,000 to the acute psychiatric unit. This is one of the nurses of that unit, one of the well-prolific Calypsonians, the Observer. And so I just wanted to say something on behalf of Dr. Wallis and her team who can be here at this time.
Okay, well again, first thing I want to say is thanks to Jolly's Pharmacy for putting on such an important race, an important activity. And on behalf of the psychiatric unit, all the nurses, the warders, the doctors, the domestic workers, the psych attendant, the entire team of the psychiatric unit, we want to say a big thank you to Jolly's Pharmacy. That donation, I can tell you, will go a long way to assisting us in caring for our mentally ill patients. And I want again to take the opportunity to reiterate the importance of we taking care of our mental health. A lot of us, we take it for granted. We spend so much money and so much thing buying brand new clothes, taking care of our vehicles, doing all sorts of things, partying. But at the end of the day, what is most important to us is taking care of our mental health, because if our mental health starts to malfunction, all the things we would want to enjoy in life will not be able to enjoy it as we would like to. So we have to keep our mental health in check. We at the psychiatric unit, we're doing our very best to ensure that people who come in our care get the best possible care. And the donation that Jolly's Pharmacy will be making to us will be finance that will be used in some way, somehow, to put into the care of our patients. So once again, thanks and big up to Carlton and to Jolly's Pharmacy on behalf of the head of our team, which is Dr. Wallis and Sister Francis and Sister Charles. We say thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Observer.
All right, so we want to give some prizes away. This is all from...
It's time to get the prize. Yes, Jolly's got some goodies over here.
It's a lot of noise. So we have, So we have a small token for our sponsors. We have a small token for our sponsors. So we want to give this token to Sajiko from us at Jolly's Pharmacy. It's just a small token because the run wasn't a lot of money, but we want to thank them for participating. So this is a mug, you can put your tea or you can keep your feet hot to cold. So we want to thank them for always supporting those causes. You know, whenever we call Sajiko, there is always 100% support. And we really want to thank you for participating. Thank you so much. We want to call Republic Bank. So somebody from Republic Bank, I see them over there. Republic Bank. Yes. If we can get somebody from Republic Bank. They are sponsored. So they are corporate sponsored. So we just give them a token for that price. Yeah, for sponsoring. Yeah. Davis?
Let me put on my button.
So again, Davis, compliments, you know, we want to appreciate the Republic Bank for partnering with us. We do hope that it will not be the last. And this is just a token from us at Jolly's. As you know, the run is nothing to do with money. So just a little token to show that we really appreciate the partnership. Thank you so much. All right. Somebody from Domlek?
So there were a few partners like Sajiko, Republic Bank, Domlek, so Jolly has given them a token of their appreciation for their donation, and as you heard, all the money will be donated to the AP.
Right, so this, you represent Domlek, the company, the electricity company, so this is a token of our appreciation to your company for sponsoring this 5K run. So Jumbo Umbrella from 7 Seas and Mog from 7 Seas. So thank you very much.
And we know that the support is not just financial, but it's also in terms of the grassroots involvement in these types of initiatives. So kudos to the different representatives that came out from the different partners and bodies for this initiative.
Nobody from First Caribbean? All right. All right. So we have the first place winner. The person who got to the finish line first was a Miss Carla Bunch. Miss Carla Bunch. Miss Carla Bunch.
The first place winner, Miss Carla Bunch. She's going to receive a token as well. Big up to Carla.
Miss Carla Bunch, thank you for being the first place winner. And we're also giving you this umbrella training. So we really want to thank you for being, and she's so young, you know, and she came #1. And believe it or not, she was the first person at the venue at the airport. And she's also getting a case of water, compliments Tropical Water. So right, this is for you. Right.
This is our first place winner, Miss Carla Bunch.
Right.
I believe she's also an up-and-coming young athlete who will be participating at the stadium tomorrow with the other runners.
The second place winner, Buffalo New Nicholas Nichols. Right, I saw this man register and I could see the seriousness on his face that he was really ready to run that race. And so today we want to give this to you as a token from us for participating in the run today. We have a case of water for him, a case of water as well for you. I don't know if you have a vehicle. I'm going to take it up. That's from Capital. Alright, so that's from Capital. Thank you. Thank you. We have a third place winner. All right. Malachi White, you're the first place winner. I can see that you're an athlete. Immediately looking at you, I said, this guy's an athlete. He came to me. All right. And so we want to thank you for participating, and for not just participating, but advocating for mental health awareness. Wherever you go, talk to people about not stigmatizing people who suffer with mental health. Okay? We want to give a prize to our 4th place winner, and we have the Observer. Hey, this is a token. You can put your nice tea to go to work. Right, and he's actually the 4th place winner. The judge. Okay,
4th place winner. I run the entire race.
That's a.
I run the entire race.
Oh, he's the 4th. Okay, so he's the 4th and you're the 5th.
You run the entire race?
Yes, you run the entire race. Yes.
So why not do I think to go to work now?
So you have alright, so you have the same thing.
Okay, same thing.
Right. So you're the 4th place winner.
When I go to work, you have to go to work.
So we are sitting here on the Emonews Trans Boulevard for Jolly's 5K
So this is for you, Mr. Wicks, for being the most senior male. You should give me a tap on it. Most senior male that made it to the finish line and made it really early. Very good. Jumbo umbrella. Yes. And then we have the most senior lady. I mean, this lady and I always run in. I always meet her when I'm running in the afternoon. So we want to really thank you for participation. All right.
So just showing us a little form of appreciation. We have the youngest here running for mental illness right here in Dominica, and big up to Jolly's Pharmacy for this initiative.
And then we have one more for someone who was there extremely early, very, very early. And that was Mr. John Baptist. John Baptist.
And his number
early. Yes, and he was number 6. Yes, so John Baptist. So you have a big jumbo umbrella.
Big jumbo umbrella.
Compliment to this party.
Number 6 and very early.
Yes. Good. So we really want to thank everybody for participating, and we hope to see you next time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Carlton. Thank you, and big up to Team Jolly's for this amazing initiative. Once again, thank you all for tuning in.
And blessed weekend. Stay safe, everybody. Be cautious. You know it's rainy weather. And stay tuned next year for Jolly's next run for the cause, as well as stay tuned for Jolly's other initiatives. You know they've done something for Mother's Day, Father's Day, so we're looking forward to seeing what they have next in store for us here on the Nature Island. This is Emonews signing out for you today.
That's right, that's right.
Sorry, my boy.
Run for a cause, fight the stigma, mind your mind. Once again, thank you all for viewing, and have yourselves a good evening.